What is up, friends and neighbors? I'm Inspector McDuck, and welcome back to another war attack. Let me start by saying I say this a lot, I know, but I'm so sorry that I haven't uploaded in a while. My life is just, it's busy, and I always do this. I always record videos and stuff in the evenings after my kids go to bed, and a lot of times I'm just too tired to do it, or I've got stuff going on, right? I don't always feel like doing it. Thanks for sticking with me, though. We're back tonight. We're ready to go. We got our whiskey ready to go. Costco, Kirkland, Canadian whiskey. It's gonna be a good fight tonight. Right? We always hope. Can't guarantee it. Let's make a war attack. War victory last time on Elsa Fanboys. We defeated Turn Down for Walt. Let's open our war boxes. Cleaning out my memory mart. I'll take some Stammy and red skill crates. Okay, today we are fighting Silvermoon with some annoying off duties. I don't remember what they are exactly. I'm gonna make a note real quick of what they are. Be back in like 1 second. Okay, I'm back. That also reminds me, one thing, to be completely honest with you guys, when I make these videos, I've always tried to make it seamless, like just hit record and then just do the whole thing, right? And then I started getting paranoid about making videos that are too long that people might not want to watch, right? If you see that I uploaded a video and it's 19 minutes long, you might be like, screw that, McDuck. Like, sorry about you, but I'm not watching that. So I think what I'm gonna do is, to stop stressing myself out so much, I'm probably gonna start editing these videos a little more. So just so you know, moving forward, if you see weird like jump cuts and stuff, it's because I cut out a big chunk of content that's boring or dumb or doesn't lend itself to the video, just so I can keep these videos a little shorter, right? So I hope you understand. Anyway, these off duties, I'm worried about Shank, Philip, and Gothel. So, but unfortunately, hey, wait a minute. I'm dead. I haven't been attacked in a long time, friends. It's been like a month since I've gotten hit. I bet I got swept too. I bet it was a sweep. Where's McDuck? Peepaw, was that the first one? Okay. I didn't get swept. Almost. Peepaw cleaned me out there. My line 2 held up brilliantly. Wonderful. Except they were way underpowered there, but still cool. Good that I held up there. Fun fact, my grandpa on my dad's side of the family, I called him Peepaw. The more you know. On the other side of my mom's side, it was Pawpaw. So I had Peepaw and Pawpaw. Now you know about McDuck's family. All right, and then Dante took me out. His Luca barely survived, but cool. Hey, I survived a full hit. That's good. Don't usually do this, but I actually know who I'm hitting tonight. I'm hiffing. I was reading his name. I'm hitting Gadget. Inspector Gadget. Not Inspector, he's Inspector. There's a hard R there. I'm hitting Fluffy McGadget, also known as Inspector Gadget. When server merge first happened and 22, were we 22? I don't know, whatever. When we came down to 21, he was one of the first people that I connected with from this server. Great guy. We have some good conversations, so I'm going to pay him some respects and attack him tonight. I don't really know what I'm going to do. So in true McDuck fashion, I didn't spar. I did get a glimpse of his lines ahead of time because I reserved him, but I didn't like sit here and study or anything, so I'm still going to try to figure it out in real time. The only thing I do know is that this line right here, line number 2, is trouble because of Collette. So if you guys don't know, Collette got a refresh recently, and I don't know exactly what they did. I mean, stat increases and stuff, obviously. I don't know what else besides that, but she, with this disc at 5 stars, uses her white skill at the start of battle, which is common amongst a lot of heroes in this game, right? But what she also does is remove buffs from your team. Any buffs that you have, gone. Plus she does damage on top of it. And from what I know, from what people are telling me, is that her white skill activates faster than anyone else's white skill. I think almost anyone else's white skill in the game. Okay, so she's gonna do this, and no matter what I have lined up, she's going. I could use Mary on her, except Gadget has Hatter, so I can't use Mary. But the point of what I'm saying is, I've kind of mentioned Spars before, and how I don't I like to YOLO because I don't trust a Spar. And the main reason is white skills. And you'll notice, here's a really quick lesson in Spars. You can skip ahead to the next chapter if you don't want to listen to this. But a quick lesson in Spars. You notice if you Spar, everything just happens at once. White skills are firing, people are going, blah, blah, blah. Baymax, if you're using Baymax, he flies across the screen immediately, whatever. In War and Kali and Arena, it's different. Anytime a hero uses their white skill, whether it's on your team or the enemy team, the battle freezes while they use their white skill. So there's an order of operations there that isn't present in Spars. So while Baymax may fly across the screen at the start of battle, if you have 3 other heroes who use their white skills initially, he's going to be delayed waiting for Zeus to go and Collette to go or whatever. So Gothel to go, Tron. So there's different nuances and different timings based on all of these characters that you have to keep in mind that is not present in Spars whatsoever. So just keep that in mind. If you're sparring and you're winning in Spars and then you lose in War and you're wondering why, record your attacks and look back on them and go, oh, hey, this happened in War that didn't happen in the Spars because of white skill timings, right? That's the most common reason that there's discrepancies between the two. So anyway, okay, back to strategy. Because he's got Hatter in here, there's not a whole lot to do. I'm kind of terrified. I don't have Shank to block Baymax. The only thing that I can really think, which kind of works, is to use a Reflect line, which I've tried to use Reflect on Baymax before. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Fortunately, his Baymax is modded, but he's not boosted by Kristoff or Tron. So I am going to try to reflect this line. So bringing back the classic Ian Meg. So Ian is casting Reflect on Meg, and then through her purple skill or whatever, I forget which one, but she duplicates any buff she receives to the hero of your choice. By default, if you're playing on auto, that's the frontmost hero in your line that she dupes it to. So I'm going to attempt to keep Aurora alive with Reflect. Now, we also need to worry about Collette debuffing us, right? We need a contingency there. Otherwise, the Reflect is gone before the battle even starts. So I need Hatter to block that. And then just to make things, I'm worried about this line if you can't tell, just to make things a little more potentially reliable. We need some sort of skill power boost for Aurora, because I'm basically putting all my eggs in one basket, and it's Aurora, and if she can't do this, then we're dead. But Kristoff is going to give a major skill power boost to all of them, but most importantly to Aurora, so hopefully she'll get her white skill. I'm expecting other people to die, but hopefully she'll get her white skill and be able to sort of take people out. I hope. Now, Hatter is going to block some of Aurora's damage, because I believe she causes damage by removing buffs. I think so. I don't remember exactly, but anyway, I think that's our best bet with this line. I really can't think of anything else. I had a couple kind of crazy options I was thinking, like maybe trying some weird nukes, you know, like not Jesse, but like some sort of like just go in and boom all at once, and I don't think anything else will work. So we're going to try a Reflect line. Now, let's see what we have on the other lines. So here we've got white skill users up front. We've got Philip, who uses his white skill immediately. We've got Zeus, who uses his white skill immediately. So this is a good case for Mary. Cinderella is going to reduce the duration of that hex and stun from Mary, but that's okay. At least they won't get their whites initially. But what I am worried about with this, well, let's go back up here. Let's start with some basic counters. This line here is a great example of, if you have Vinny's red skill maxed out, Miguel is basically giving everyone a built-in speed boost at the start of battle. So you can use Vinny to stun everyone with his maxed out red skill, only if it's maxed out. But it will stun anyone with a speed boost at the start of battle. So good there. We're going to need some big damage to tear through this armor and stuff from Shank. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, maybe Bolt or something, but we will see. But going back to here, so we've got Mary. The other thing to worry about on this line is that we can't crit because of Timon and Pumbaa. Their purple skill reduces all crits by like 90% or whatever. I don't know. We've looked it up before, but basically, like, don't rely on crits to win this fight. So this would actually be a decent slot for Bolt as well. But one thing I am worried about is if Philip gets his white skill off and creates a shield, he shares that shield with the rest of his team thanks to his patch level 1. So we don't want shields. So we're going to try to use Darkwing. Where is he? Ugh. We're going to try to use Darkwing to block some shields, okay? That's as far as I've gotten with my strategy so far. We just need to kind of build around this stuff. So other big damage, like really we need to kill Aurora before she can do anything. So we need some big quick damage. We can't crit though, which is the problem. So I kind of wonder if I could use like Chippendale maybe to fly over and do some big damage up front. If I can get in before they have shields and stuff, that's going to be good. Maybe like Jim to speed them up. Generally, I don't know. We'll come back. Maybe I'll need like 22 or something too. I don't know. Here we've got Vinny to block everything. We want to speed Vinny up as well. So I could use Chippendale. I do love Vinny and the Rats, as you know. But I think I'm going to use Judy just because she'll apply the speed boost faster. And she gives a basic damage increase, which is nice, which Vinny will need. We've also got a lot of tenacity here between Quasi and Phoebus. So maybe we will use Luca to reduce their tenacity. Okay. What else? 22 is an absolute menace. We've got to do big damage to 22. We have to kill 22 up front. Either that or throw in a lot of defense, shields and stuff, or reality to block 22. How do you like that face that I just made? I felt my whiskers on my lip. Okay, it's time for a drink. Okay, but what else to do here? I don't know. Let's see. So Polka's really good again after her refresh. The thing is, Phoebus, his purple skill, I think, specifically, is like if anyone tries to knock him back, he'll stun them or something, or apply fatigue, or he gets harder. He does something. If you try to stun him, it works in his favor. So I can't use Polka here. Maybe I'll try to use Polka in this line, because really, she's so strong at this point that it's kind of dumb to not use her. So I could use Polka instead of Jim. She's also going to give basic damage to Mary and Chippendale because they're both yellow team. And I think Darkwing and 22 are both red team. So everyone's going to get some slight speed boosts. It's 100% speed boost, I think. So not a ton, but I mean, it's more than nothing. So maybe I do throw Bolt in here, and then I feel weird not having any sort of like defense. Like this is a straight offensive line if I do this. Does Miguel really benefit Bolt? I don't think so. Bolt does fantastic damage and true damage. I don't think he does basic damage really. So Bolt would benefit Vinny there, but not really much else. I could use a support hero or a control hero like Draken maybe for silence. And is 22 midline? Let's see if 22 is midline. If 22 is midline, then Draken may be a good idea because of his Gizmo Dusk Disc. You guys know this. It mitigates damage. Oh, he's back. She's back. Anyway, okay. Scratch that thought. So what else do we do instead? We could use some extra damage. We could use some extra fantastic damage, actually. We could use Elsa. Do I want Bolt? Because Shank has a ton of reality. Shields, no, not reality. Armor. She has a ton of armor. So she's going to defend against Vinny anyway, so I need backup damage. That's why I had Bolt. But Elsa may be good here too. But that's not... I kind of... I feel like I need to do something a little faster, a little more reliable. I don't know if Elsa's going to gain enough energy up front to really do anything that's going to make an impact. Because if his white skill goes off, I'm kind of ruined, and I'm already using Mary here to stop Philip and Zeus. Okay, hold on. Ugh. I like Mary in here for the damage, but maybe we'll use Mim instead. Mim's hex, or her stun, lasts longer than Mary's anyway, and since they're both starting with full energy, they're gonna get hexed. The problem is Aurora's not getting hexed. They're getting hexed and a guaranteed stun. Aurora is just getting hexed. And she's not going to get stunned by Mim, because Mim's is just if they start the battle with a certain amount of energy. Right? I always forget the specific nuance with Mim. Let's look real quick. With her Magicka disc. Let's read it together. If enemies begin a wave with more than 250 energy, they're hexed for 10 seconds. And then if they attempt to use their white skill, then they're stunned. And all their hardy is removed. Cool. Well, they're not starting with any hardy in this line anyway, I don't think. Does Cinderella give hardy up front? I don't remember. Oh, man. I swear, you guys, this game has gotten so much more in-depth and so much more complicated than since I first started making the channel. Where is Cinderella? Okay. Does she give hardy? Let's look at her skill tags. She gives hardy with her white skill. No, that's reflect. No, that's hardy. That's reflect. Oh, because she gives random buffs. 2 stacks of hardy is a potential buff. Oh my gosh. Cinderella's wild. Wait, one of these is reflect and one of the... No, neither of these are reflect. What is that one? What is this? That's fatigue. That's hardy. Okay, so she does give hardy, but not at the start of battle. Whatever. I don't know. I think we're gonna use Mim there, and maybe I'll use Mary here. So instead of extra damage with Bolt, I'm gonna take Bolt out and use Mary. I trust Elsa a little more than Bolt in this case. So, man, that power difference. Gadget's got me sweating, man. Hey, what is this thing? I've never noticed this here. What happens when I click that? Oh, cool. Sabotage types. It lists them all out. Have you guys ever clicked that before? I've never clicked it before. That's pretty cool. You learn something new every day. At least you'd like to. And if you don't, it's okay. Maybe you'll learn something tomorrow. Like how good whiskey is for you. All right, let's review. Vinny's going to stun. And Mary is also applying a hex on top of that. So even if they come out of the stun, they're hexed. Wait, do I need Mary because they're already stunned with Vinny? How long does his stun last? Like 6 seconds? Is that enough time? I'm glad we're reviewing this. Vinny's red skill. He blocks blah blah blah. They're stunned for 10 seconds, and Mary's hex is like 10 or 8 or something, I think, right? So actually, we don't need Mary here. Mary's lock, shock, and barrel disc. They're hexed for 6 seconds, so that's a wasted space, McDuck. You don't need Mary there, so we're gonna use Mary here instead of Mim. Okay, cool. Well, that feels good. That feels better. Mary feels better there anyway because of Polka, but so what are we gonna do here? Do we throw Bolt back in? Do we do Miguel for even more damage for Vinny? We've got not fatigue. We've got a tenacity reduction. Let's just use Cinderella. You guys saw how crazy she is. She's good in all kinds of team comps. She'll give us hardy and other, buffs, random buffs. So maybe that feels okay. So hopefully between Vinny and Elsa, they'll do a bunch of big damage up front while everyone is stunned for 10 seconds. I really hope so. I'm worried about Shank's armor though. Do I need Bolt? No. No, I'm gonna count on... I'm gonna count on Vinny and Elsa to do the job. Vinny's getting boosted anyway by Judy. He's getting a basic damage increase boost, which is good. The problem is Shank is all armor, which negates basic damage or blocks against basic damage. So really it just depends on Elsa. So do I need to throw someone in here to boost Elsa? The thing is, who would that be? Who do I have that boosts Elsa? I'm using Polka. I'm using Kristoff. I don't think my roster is deep enough to have anyone else here that would specifically boost Elsa. Unless I use Philip. Let's look at Philip. I tend to only use him with Jesse. But Philip's friendship disc is cool. His Mike Wazowski disc. The linked ally has their basic damage and skill power increased by 75%. So it's basic damage and skill power. So maybe I'll use Philip and tie him to Elsa and see if I can nuke that way. Does that feel okay? Good enough. Good enough. We might lose. I don't know anything about this line. I have no idea how this is going to go. This is strictly just like kind of assemble a team and cross your fingers. We will see. Gadget, man, you got me thinking, dude. Which is good. That's why I like this game, but I'm stressing a little bit. Oh, man. Okay, I've been recording for 21 minutes, and so far I don't think there's anything in here that I really need to cut out. Ugh. All right, do we need 22 here? For damage, we don't have any damage otherwise, so yeah, we'll leave 22 in there. Unless I wanted to throw someone else in that was on the yellow team, just because they'll get a basic damage boost. I could use Jim for more support. No, this feels fine. Chippendale is really the one that I don't know if I actually need. Maybe I can use Jim instead. If I don't use Chippendale, though, yellow team, then Mary won't get a speed boost at the start. Does she need a speed boost? That is the question. She'll get a speed boost from Jim. Everyone will get a speed boost from Jim. Chippendale could go over and stun, though, but they're already hexed. So Chippendale... Yeah, we're going with Jim instead. Okay, are you guys ready? I apologize in advance for talking so much, especially if I end up losing all three of these lines, okay? Whiskey for strength. Genki-dama, throw your hands up. Lend me your strength. In addition to whiskey. Okay, I feel like I'm marching to my own death. Here we go. Gosh, I hope this works. Please work. Okay, did I end up using Philip? I did, okay. So I gotta tie Philip to Elsa. Oh my gosh. Okay. Go. Somebody do something cool. Elsa. Elsa. Boom. Oh, that worked. I'm so glad it worked. Okay. Playing on manual here. Let's see. Oh, we don't need to play on manual, but I'm doing it anyway to illustrate the thing with Meg. Ian's casting Reflect on Meg. She is going to dupe any of her buffs to the hero of my choosing. I'm duping Reflect to Aurora. There goes Collette doing her thing. Aurora's alive. It worked. Oh my God, it worked. Ah! Okay, we got one more. I don't really know what's going on here. Hey, if we lose this, that's fine. I'm happy. But was that a Mary nuke? What is up? Boom, boom, boom. Clean sweep. It's been a while since I've gotten to say that. Gadget, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry it was against you. But I'm also not sorry because you made me think hard, dude. All right, cool. That was... Oh, and I meant to click the thing to see the damage and I forgot to. I was too excited. Fluffy McGadget, Inspector Gadget. Dude, this was fun. I'm glad I got to hit you in war. I hope you appreciate this video. Hope you guys appreciate this video. This was good. I can't promise that I'm going to do it more often, but I'll try to at least get one video out a week. So, but don't hold me to that because I got a lot going on. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you so much. See you next time. McDuck out. Peace.